So I'm a writer, and I created a map to help me write my new novel. The first thing I do is create a node for each of the main parts of my story. So I have characters and settings, plot, themes, and even research. The first step when I write is to just get all my thoughts down. So for each of these things I'm going to start thinking, okay, well, where do I want my story to take place? What kind of characters do I want? And I just create a new node for all of these ideas. I just throw them in there. Some might go away, but in my head I'm just kind of getting some thoughts or ideas out. What's great about spinscape, you can add notes. So I can start filling in some detail about each of my characters here, and then say I want to reference this as I'm writing. I want to remember these thoughts. So I can dock it to the left or the right. I'm going to dock it to the left here. And now I'm going to be able to keep this information open while I continue to work in my map. Some of the other things that we have are auto discovery plugins. So as I'm going through my story and I think I need a little more detail about a specific place, or maybe I'm trying to decide where exactly I want to go, I've decided I want a water town, and I can go into our plugins and now I can say, let's search Google, and I'm going to search for towns near water and just see what pops up. So now I've got this plugins tab. Expand this, and I can look in here and see I've got pages of results, websites, water towns, video of water towns, images, and I can add these to my map. As you can see, I've done that here. If you click on one, it gives you the option to add it to a new node or a current node, and when I do that, it automatically populates into my map. I'm going to minimize it a little bit, and so I can look at my map again. What I've done too is added some images, inspirational things, so as I'm looking I can envision my characters in these different settings. Now from here we've got thoughts and themes, and this is where you might just brainstorm. I've got some different sayings that pop into my head, or some ideas, things. Keep looking up, and I can say, okay, I want this to mean be faithful, be positive. So I can just brainstorm some ideas. Some of these things, be a good person, and maybe I'm going to say, okay, well, that technically doesn't belong here. This actually belongs in relationships or in, the workplace. So you can rearrange and start to reorganize some of these things. The general plot, it's all in how you look at things. So maybe I want to change this here. As you can see, now we've got a general plot of life. Enough said. And I'm going to say that I want it to basically the story to focus on attitude and perception, and how that affects your expectations and your happiness. And so that's going to be kind of the general idea of my story. Now that I've got these general ideas in here, I can start adding more information. Let's say first scene or first story, and I can start writing what I want to say, as you can see. And if I want to connect these to different places, I can do that here, and I can pin the notes open like this if I want to continue going through my story and capturing ideas. I can switch to farmland view and get a really quick grasp on the whole thing, or the different parts that I have. And in the end, I can select File, Export, and I can export to a Word document, even with images and notes, and even my links for reference, so that I can capture and take away this story that I'm working on.